a female tyrant who thinks I'm stupid enough to get run over on the road. But yet everybody else is allowed to stand on the road. Don't need your permission, darling. I don't need your permission. Go away.
I don't need to go away. I'm at work, so I will be staying here. Thank you very much.
So will I. So will I.
Lovely day.
I was until you popped up. I was until you popped up. You had to poke your nose in, didn't you?
No, I'm working, sir.
Right.
I'm working.
You had to poke your nose in, didn't you?
No, I'm working. It's my
You're full of your own self-importance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, you have no idea about this, sir. Everyone else around here...
Go away. You're creating a scene. Go away.
Well, she's right. I'm sorry.
I wasn't asking you either.
Take a picture. It's her right.
It's public pavement.
Yes, but she's working.
Oh, go away.
Thank you, my darling. That's all right, my love.
Doesn't mean that you're right.
Doesn't mean that you're any more important than me either, sir. So...
Who are these guys?
But the guy said, I don't think
You're right there, man.
He said, I'll ask the conference and I'll be taking some in. So I can just say, we've done it the whole Right, come on.
Oh, we've got a cocky one, guys, just like the other two that got sacked. Oh, here we go, guys. We've got another one making the comments about two of your colleagues got sacked a couple of days ago for making comments like that.
She's not done anything. These are her own. It's a shame when people act like that in front of people.
I'm not. What am I doing? It's a camera. It's a camera. What are you so worried about?
I'm not worried about it.
Right. Well, stop going on about it. Leave me alone. All the other security guards are so lovely.
Oh, we are.
Except you. Except you. Is it just my face? I've got another one of your security guards making comments about kids.
Who?
Filming kids.
Who?
Her. So guys, we got a female tyrant. He tells me off for stopping for a few seconds to take a picture on this road here. At the same time there was half a dozen other people stood on the road.
Okay, so that. Obviously, just had a complaint from the female security guard.
Are you detaining me?
No.
Right, see you later then.
Okay, well, we just wait to talk to you. Is there anything wrong with that? If you could just moderate your behaviour and your language whilst we're here, that'd be much appreciated.
Language?
Yeah, apparently your language has not been great as well.
Some members of the public have complained about your language as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, everything I've said is recorded here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And recorded on here, so
Okay.
you need to be careful of allegations you're making.
So
All right?
if we need it, we could seize it and use it as evidence.
No, you can't seize it, because there's no crime being committed.
I said if we needed it, we could.
Well, we no need, because there's been no crimes committed.
That's fine then.
Alright, do you want to identify yourselves, guys? Do you
Police officers.
want to identify yourself?
PC Reynolds, PC Smith.
Can he not speak for himself?
I didn't. I'm doing it for him.
Why?
Because I've chosen to.
But he has to identify himself.
You can see who I am.
I might be partially blind.
Are you? Have you got?
You don't know that, do you? Are you going to identify yourself or not?
I'm asking if you're partially blind. You have an identification in your card to show that you're partially blind or not.
Are you going to identify yourself or not?
Do you have that card?
See you later, guys. No crime's been committed here. And as you can see, guys, they're stood right in front of another photographer doing the same thing as I am, taking pictures of everything that you can see.
Nobody's complained about him though.
Only she's complained about me.
Pardon?
Only she's complained about.
Complaints are not enough.
But she's complaining about me.
And we've had complaints about you the other day as well, I believe. You had some negative interactions with security the other day.
Oh, maybe you could take the complaint then about racial abuse, can you? Do you want to take the complaint now?
I can do if you want, yeah. Of course
All
I
right.
can. Would you like to make a complaint?
I'll go to the station and do it.
Okay.
So what was
I'm here all day if you need us, so just let us know.
I'm just curious why you decided to single me out.
Not
when
singled you out at all.
There's been 100 photographers here this
I've
morning.
not singled you out at all.
You have?
You've been here for a couple of hours. I've seen you wandering up and down. I've noticed you've taken a couple of pictures of us. We've not spoken to you. We've only spoken to you at the point
I took a couple of pictures of you because when you first arrived, you looked at me like you wanted to slap handcuffs on me. Because Rob had come up and spoke to you about me. That's why. Oh, don't insult my intelligence.
But did I come and speak to you?
Eh?
Did I come and speak to you?
You didn't have to. The look said everything.
Right, okay.
Right?
I didn't realise my eyes were so descriptive.
Yeah, yeah.
However, we did receive a complaint, so then I came and spoke to you.
A complaint from her. From that security woman over there.
So that's why we came and spoke to you.
But you had no right to. What was her complaint? A man taking pictures.
I'm a police officer.
A man taking pictures is not a crime.
Bush said you'd been rude as well.
That's not a crime either.
It's not very nice. It's not very courteous, is it?
Sorry?
It's not very courteous, is it?
Courteous?
Yeah.
Oh, this camera was there at the incident. You weren't. And you weren't. I was, and this was.
Okay.
And so was this.
Shall we review the footage then? Do you want to show us?
No.
What do you want to do then?
I'm not doing nothing. I'm just asking you why you've singled me out.
What would you like to do?
We've not. And to where you've just now come over to us.
Yeah, because you've singled me out.
What would you like the outcome of this situation to be?
There is no outcome.
Well, I don't know why.
I'm merely speaking to you, yeah?
Shall we carry on minding our own business?
She's got a bee in her bonnet. She's tried to turn members of the public against me, yeah?
Right.
They're getting a little crowd of people, you know, oh, look at him. I took one step onto that road to stop and take a photograph, yeah? She ran from there where she is, over there, shouting and screaming at me in front of members of the public. Get off the road, get off the
Probably
road.
had concerns about your safety for standing.
I'm a grown man, yeah?
But you may not know the highway code.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
Well,
So that's what I told her, yeah?
Was it
I'm a grown man, I'm crossing the road. But at the same time she was shouting at me, yeah, in front of members of the public, there was another 6 or 7 people stood in the middle of the road.
right.
I was at the edge of the road.
Well, if you want us to review the footage, like I said, we can have a look and see where we're at.
Why would I want to do that?
Well, you were saying that there's other people in the road and not happy with her behaviour. So if you want us to review the footage, we certainly will help.
With help? With what?
We certainly will help.
Will help? With what?
I don't know whatever you want the outcome to be.
There's no outcome, there's no issue here with me. The issue is she got put in her place by trying to talk to me like I was a child. And that's the end of it.
Like my colleague said, you've approached her.
I wasn't rude, yeah? I merely asked her to leave me alone, stop speaking to me.
Well, whether someone is rude is a matter of the other person's individual perception, isn't it? So if she thought you were rude, that's for her to decide whether she thought you were rude or not. You might not think you're being rude,
No.
but she might think you are being rude.
Yeah?
So that's fair enough, isn't it?
Yeah?
I might think at points you've been rude towards me, and you might think
So
you've
what
not
were you
been.
told about me the other day then?
Pardon?
Was a report
That
made?
you'd had another, a similar negative interaction with security about how you're taking photos and filming and whatnot, and they'd asked you to stop, and you continued.
Yeah. All lies. You didn't get told the truth
Lots
then?
of people lying about you.
Yeah, that's why you carry them. I notice your colleague hasn't got one.
No.
Yeah, that matches the attitude. That's why I carry one.
Right. Well, as my colleague says, we can
Because
review
people
them
tell
at any
lies
point
about
for
you.
Yeah.
Eh?
People do tell lies about you, that's true.
Yeah. I'll never go anywhere without this. I find it strange you haven't got yours on. Very strange.
Okay.
Your colleague's got one. Find it strange you haven't.
It's not required for me to carry one.
But I'd want to if I was a police officer. I'm just a member of the public and I go nowhere without that.
Happy days.
Happy days. Dear oh dear, guys.
What's the dear oh dear about?
His attitude.
Again, it's perception, because I don't think there's anything wrong with his attitude. It's all down to an individual's perception, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm offering to help you in any way I can, and I assist you in the outcome that
Kim coming, Kim.
If you say there can't be an outcome, then I'm not sure exactly
just
why
come
you
back.
said
She's in the
what
silver
you want.
peak.
You've set, I don't want anything from you. You set the precedence of our conversation by refusing to identify yourself. Yeah, that's what all the bad ones say.
No rush, just
On all the videos, if you watch them on YouTube, that's what all the bad ones say. It's there. Or it's there. This professional guy identified himself.
It is a fact that more details.
This guy identified himself. No problem, no issues. So what's your issue?
Because my details are here. And your camera, you can record it, can't it?
Leave a comment for this one, guys. There's no need for attitude like that.
Just asking
No need whatsoever. I'm not breaking any laws here. I've not harmed anybody. I've put a female security guard in a place for talking down to me. And that was it. There was no swear words, no bad language, nothing. There was no raised voice, nothing.
Okay. She has a different version of events. People do.
What you should have said to her was, he's on a public pavement and he's not committing any crimes. There's nothing we could do.
Well, I'll tell you what I did say to her. I said,
I did hear you say that.
I
I
said, I
did.
will politely go and ask.
I did.
Yeah.
I did hear you say that. Yeah. But why are you coming across with attitude like I've done something wrong? This guy isn't. Is it good cop, bad cop? Is that what it always is?
Let's just have one of those faces if you could see it.
That's what I'm beginning to think I've got, you know?
Yeah,
I'll explain what happened the other day.
Sometimes,
Excuse me 1 second.
as I say, sometimes
I'll explain
we
what
sometimes
happened.
come across differently, don't we? So that's,
Yeah. I mean, when Netflix was here a couple of weeks back, the 2 officers that were on there, brilliant guys, like you know. I stood and had a coffee with them. All the security.
I'm going to stick up for my mate. My mate's a brilliant guy.
Well, he's
as well.
probably not a bad
But
guy.
maybe you guys have just got off onto the wrong foot, which can happen, can't it?
It can. It can. I'm not here to harm anybody, yeah, or upset anybody.
All I'd say is, obviously we're aware, and I'm very used to being filmed, I'm very used to having the cameras put in my face and everything else, but not everyone is.
No.
And some people can find it intimidating, they can find it uncomfortable. So I think as the person holding the camera, it's sometimes just a nicer way to go about it to say, would you mind if I take these photos? Would you mind if I stand here and
I've
do
not been
that?
specifically taking her picture. Just because the camera's pointing in that direction. She's full of her own self-importance, thinks I'm taking
But
pictures of her.
people sometimes do think that, don't they? You know, and so
Well,
it's just, that's all you just got to be mindful of. I personally think people might find we look intimidating. We're all dressed in black. We've got masks on today, so it's just a case of trying to be
what's with the boots?
as nice and polite. They're the same.
What's with the boots?
They're the same as mine. They're exactly the same as mine.
What do you mean what's with the
No,
boots?
it's just he's got different trousers.
You're not going to like what I'm going to say here, but you've got the Nazi look.
Oh, thank you.
He hasn't.
Why? Don't like it.
He hasn't.
Would you like me to explain?
I say this all the time when I see it, and it's always one cop has the Nazi boot look, the other cop doesn't.
Would you like me to explain why those trousers are like they are?
Yeah, I would,
They
yeah.
are because I'm a search officer,
Right.
and when you walk through fields and stuff like that, they prevent bits and pieces going up your trouser legs.
Are you a search officer?
I'm not a licensed
You
search
both
officer.
look the same. What does that mean? I've never heard of that.
So you either you can become a licensed search officer as a police officer, and obviously be trained to search areas a particular way that
All right.
fits certain
There you
criteria.
go. You learn something new every
There
day.
you go.
You learn something new every day.
Not
You both
only
look
I'm
the
a
same.
good cop, I'm also an educational cop as well, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, I'm all for education. All for it.
So I'm not that specially trained, unfortunately. So I've just got the normal pants.
So when you get the license, you get to
wear the pants.
wear the pants. So it's just the pants the way they are. You've not got them tucked into the boots, like.
No, we have
Well,
elastic in the
just
back.
Okay.
Obviously, they've been taken up for me because I'm not very tall, am I? I had to get my mum on the case.
So we're all right, guys. Yeah.
We were good at the beginning of the day. We're good in the middle of the day. We'll be good at the
No,
end of the day, I'm
you
sure.
cannot deny you gave me a look.
I'm slightly short-sighted. So if you were
He
stood a
was
little bit
squinting.
further away, I may well have been squinting. But I don't think I carry that look about. I think I've got the lowest arrest rate in Lancashire, so I've definitely not got a slap him in cuffs look.
That's all it was, guys.
You have a good day anyway.
She
All right, take
She
care.
just got put in her place,
All right.
you know.
But as I say, obviously there are
The head of Capricorn Security. You see me
yeah,
standing
I've seen
chatting
you having
to
a
him?
chat with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant.
But as I say, different people have different
yeah,
experiences
yeah, yeah.
and different.
That's why I moved away.
different.
Mate, right. See you in a minute.
Take care.
All right, guys. Cheers. How'd you work that out then, pal? How'd you work that out then? You know nothing. You know nothing. Keep your nose out. I said keep your nose out of my business, okay? Keep your nose out of my business. And I'll poke my camera wherever I want. Do you hear? Yeah. Let's see you try, pal. Let's see you try. Shut it. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Tit. Tit. Tit.
No, these are Emily, the Riggers.